Brr. Howdy, howdy, howdy. The weather outside is frightful. And it's winter time and things get heated. Hello and welcome to the channel. I am your friendly neighborhood recycler hooligan. What are we discussing today? Gear, winter gear. More specifically, a few winter things I have. If you want to see more winter gear, or you're concerned about more winter gear, let's just get after it. Let me know down below and I will show you some of the things I use in the winter. Now I know some of you hardcore lunatics out there are just as bad as me and ride year round. So you obviously don't wear this in the winter. I mean, you could if you was going to, but I prefer to wear a helmet. Now, in saying a helmet, I'm still old school about things. I use this to keep as a wind baffle off my face, keep the wind off my face. Don't walk into a bank with this on, by the way. But I know some of you out there are a little bit more modern. And some of you say that's a little too old school. You wanna wear this thing. I don't really like this. I paid for it, so I'll use it. But I really don't like it. It makes my helmet too tight on my head and it fogs up my glasses. You can wear this thing. Then you can put your glasses on and you can look like you're a bank robber. Again, don't wear this in the bank. You can. I look like a Unabomber. You can wear that under your helmet. Keep some of the wind off of it, even if you're wearing a full face helmet. For years, I just went and I wore the open face helmet, even in the winter. Last year, I was riding around 8 degrees. All right, and going to go get a tattoo. See, common sense does not always equal good decisions. Good decisions don't always equal common sense. I appreciate all my new subscribers, and I want to, before I get into this, barring a line there from you, T-Bone, before I get into this, I want to talk to my nephew, Titus. Wear your glasses, man. You don't want to mess up your eyesight. Your uncle wears them. And look, I'm cool. Y'all leave some comments down below and give him some encouragement. The dude needs to wear his glasses. He won't wear them. He's a little kid. He's 8-year-old, and he don't want to wear his glasses because he don't think everybody thinks he ain't cool, and he wants to be cool. So y'all give him some encouragement if y'all would. Let's get into some heated gear. All right, heated gear. I ain't gonna bash these because they were given to me as a Christmas gift a year ago, and I've had them for a year. And me Southern English, being what me Southern English is, there's the name of the company, Iron, J-I-A-S, Jaws. Anyway, dude, I was working with one of my good supervisors. He bought these for me. He was my manager when I was fry cook. Shout out to Gabriel Hall. And they're pretty good. I mean, they are warm, but I will say this much. When you do have the battery, slips into that pocket there, and it puts a big bulge in your, right there at your wrist. And I always put on my left first and then my right. And they do have like a little squeegee that you can clean your windshield. Now, and then here's the heat selector on there, and it lights up. Of course, it's not going to light up now because I don't have the batteries charging on it. I have heard some bad things about batteries. I'm not this particular brand, but I have seen on some different YouTube channels that batteries have exploded and burnt. You know, caught some garages on fire, caught some houses on fire. Now these, if you do want to use heated gear, I can tell you, it's got 3 settings: low, medium, and high. And they do say if you run them on high that they will burn you. It's in the disclaimer. And so far, knock on wood, there's some more disclaimer and the heating instructions, how to work it, and the warning. Oh. We are international now on the Hooligan channel. We got some subscribers from Australia. But these, I will say, I mean, they got pretty good knuckle protection, and they work decent enough. But if you run them on high, they're not going to last all day long, and your hand's going to still get cold. They don't stay. If you got a thing on your motorcycle where you can recharge the battery, that's fine. It comes with 2 batteries and this big massive charge plug-in. This is an American plug-in. I don't know if it's probably, I think in European countries the plugs are different. These 2 heavy batteries. Now when I do charge these batteries, I read the instructions, but when I charge these batteries, I make dogging sure that I am dogging. That's a southern term, means for real sure. I make sure that I'm right there with it in case they do overheat and explode, because there has been instances. I will tell you, I can't say it with these, and I'm not bashing these gloves. I've used them for a year. I got them back in December 2022, or 23 rather. And so I get my years mixed up. I do misspeak sometimes, and I don't mean to, but I've got a little brain damage from having died twice, and sometimes my mouth outruns my brain outruns my mouth, or one's slower than the other, vice versa. Howsoever, there's the battery. So I'm real careful with these batteries, and I make sure to watch them, because like I said, I haven't heard anything about this particular company. I haven't heard anything particular about that company there. And I'm not bashing anybody, I'm not bashing the company, and I'm not sponsored. If I have some good graphics on here, I'd put you some graphics up there. But I'm just a guerrilla video. So you can tighten them up here and use them. But I think I've got, depending on how much you ride, they're really not going to stay charged for long. And they're adjustable, and they wear good. They fit real good, and righty and lefty. Now here's what I do in particular. I bought these off Amazon, and they're supposed to be merino wool. Probably ain't, but it feels like a sock. Now I put these on. Now why did I buy orange? Good question. Glad you asked. Have you ever lost anything you can't find it? I figured if I got orange, maybe at least I could see it. So I put these on. No matter what kind of gloves I'm wearing, it still gives me plenty of dexterity. I bet you thought with this accent I couldn't even speak. I didn't know them big words. But it gives me plenty of dexterity, and it takes a little wiggling, but your fingers still work. And I'm going, I've got both gloves. I'll show you. But and that's what I use with any of my gloves, regardless if I wear heated gloves or if I just happen to be wearing regular non-heated gloves. Not sponsored. There's a lot of channels out here on YouTube that's just trying to sell you stuff all day long. I ain't trying to sell you one thing. I'll just tell you what I use as a rider, from one rider to another. That's what I use. So if I use it and it works for me and I get some use out of it, and I figure that, pass it on to y'all and tell y'all, hey man, this stuff works for me. That's it. That's all there is. That's all the connection there is to anything. I ain't sponsored. I've never get asked by anybody to endorse our product. So these are just stuff I use. And that's the heating button on there. It would light up. It's got 3 modes on there, and I'll run them on high, so that's probably why mine don't last very long. With the battery in there, the battery sits right here. And with the battery in there, now, as big and bulky as that battery is, you can imagine, it's right there. These do not slide down over like a gauntlet, like a true gauntlet. They will not slide down over my jacket. Well, at least for me. Now, your jacket may be different. Your state and municipalities may also be different. Your needs may be different. So I'm just going to let y'all know about these. And yes, I got 2 of these. And these are ambidextrous. So on these, it doesn't matter. These are really good for wind protection. I'll use them under different gloves. He seen that I was cold riding back and forth to work, and he was real generosity. He's a young dude. And if you're still out there, man, and you're still watching the channel, give me a shout out, dude. I ain't heard from you in a while. But I use these. These are a no-name brand glove, too. And they come with a little mittens that you can slide over that makes them waterproof. I use these, too. It's what I used before I got the heated ones. They're a no-name. Absolutely got no name on them. Bought them, they're like a ski glove. And I bought them from Milwaukee Leather, I believe it was. And they're cheap, little knockoff. Probably not even real leather. It's probably some of that pleather. You know, and you still got plenty of dexterity, even with the orange glove liners on them. You still got plenty of dexterity, so you can grip your brake. And wait a minute, I act like I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. Where you can grip your clutch and you can grip your brake. You can still twist the throttle, and I can still turn on the turn signal. Now, I ride a Honda, so Harley, I think, got it on each grip. Turn signals on my Honda's just on one. And I can still use my fingers, still use my hands on there. So, you know, these, you know, there ain't nothing if you're in the cold, you know, got to deal with windshield. These things ain't 100% guaranteed gonna block the wind off of you. You know, they still, your hands still get cold, but it kind of keeps the, you know, right at your own discretion. Don't use my bad judgment as yours. We're all got our own free will and our own free thought, and we can use our own minds. So these are good for that. These are also a pretty good pair. I wish I could tell you the name of it, but honestly, God, they ain't got no name in them. They already got a Velcro adjustable on them, and I use those in the winter as well. Now, I know some of you don't use winter gloves. These particular gloves are made by Odin MFG. These things, I got a big, they're not winter gloves at all. Might be good for fall, and when the temperature just starts falling off a little bit and it starts getting a little cooler. It ain't winter gloves. Do not buy these gauntlets from Odin. See, that's why I'm not sponsored. I'll just give you 100% what works for me and what don't work for me. These things here are not at all warm, and not at all, not even the least little bit warm. Wearing them in the cold. They're for fall. That's it. Now, I wouldn't wear them below 50, 40, 50 degrees. Now, cold to me is 30 and below, 35 below. I have rode in 8 degrees. Let me tell you, man, my short and curlies was frosty when I got done with that. But I'm a full-time rider. I ride year-round. My bike's been down because I got to get the tires put on it, but I ride year-round. And I make bad decisions with my life, okay? Full-time motorcyclist, motorcycle rider, biker, whatever you want to call me. Use your own nomenclature. But these gloves here, man, if it's below 50 degrees, below 40 at least, I'll say 40. If it's below 40, these things is not going to be warm. And you can, I don't know if you see me, I do some movie trickery over here, you know. But let me show you. You can put this one on. No, it does. These help a little bit. The cuffs are not real big on these things at all. They will not slide down. They bunch up. When I ride, the cuffs are not big. And maybe you got smaller arms. Maybe you're a lady and you got a smaller dude. But when I ride, it bunch up like that. Purpose of a gauntlet is to slide down over you, stuff like that. And that way, you know, keep the wind out. That's the whole purpose of a gauntlet. These, you still got dexterity, and they do have a zipper, so you can make them tighter. But if you zip it all up like that and make it tighter, you definitely ain't getting it over your pants. Got a reinforced palm. They're decent gloves for what I gave for them, but they ain't winter gloves. Trust me on that one, man. I wouldn't steer you wrong. They is not winter gloves. Now, here's another glove that if y'all want to know anything else, y'all want to see any more gear reviews, I don't buy things and new things If I just use what works for me may not work for you. And but if you got that question about something other and you want to know, and if I know something about it, I'll answer your question, or I'll post your question down there, and somebody will get back with you. Now these gloves here, they're not gauntlets at all, and they do have the Velcro. They got the reinforced knuckles. These are called Camel Glove, I believe it's called, Golden Camel. These are by Indy Ridge. All these gloves are kind of on the pricey side, but pay for quality and it lasts longer. I've had some Indy Ridge. I've had these for probably about 2 years, and I've had some Odin gloves that I wear, some of the heavy hitters. I've had those for at least 4 years now, because I just don't run out and get stuff because I get stuff. I try things because I'm a writer, and different things that, doesn't make me better than anybody else. My opinion is my opinion, and it doesn't mean that I'm the end all be all and I know everything there is to know about everything. Don't get that twisted. But this is you can put the cuff on that way. Now these are also, they're not really winter gloves. These are more like for fall. If the temperature starts to, you don't have to wear the glove liner in there, and it does have the touch screen. If y'all are tech savvy out there and you want to use your phone, I just take my gloves off. Now they're leather, and they got the reinforced knuckles. It's their version of a heavy hitter, and these are good gloves. They're made well. Made in foreign country, of course, but nothing's made in America. We was the last generation, our Generation X, that had anything made in America. But we got some foreign people watching my channel now, and I really appreciate it. Got some new subscribers to the channel. I hope that I put something other out that y'all are willing to watch and that y'all like to watch. Leave your comments down below, and tell somebody about it. They might like it. Tell your mama, tell your preacher, tell your congressman, tell your probation officer. Somebody might dig my channel. As far as this goes, you can put this little liner under. These were cheap little old liners. And like I said, I got orange because if I dropped them, maybe I'll see them. These by themselves, any of these gloves by themselves, to me, if you have to layer up. I am going to get a freezer suit to Journey of Jerry told me about it. Another YouTube channel out there. I believe he makes a few videos. He's going through some hard times right now, and I don't want to put his business out there, but y'all say a prayer for him. Say a prayer for any of you that's going through some stuff, and for any of you that's being blessed, we give the praise. So when you say, when you give the praise up, the blessings come down. And you can wear the liner on these and you still got plenty of dexterity. You can still grab your clutch. I always just, grab your clutch. Usually when I just use 2 fingers on my clutch. That's why I got my clutch set up, and I pull it hard. It's got a hard pull. It's a cable clutch. It's not hydraulic. Pull it in. One day when it's not raining, we'll do a walk around with the bike. Excuse it, I'm gonna have to wash it. Anybody know any bikini girls out there that want to wash my bike? I'm a single dude, okay? But you can use your clutch on that one. I know some of you thinking, hey man, I ain't saying you use your left hand. All right, fair enough. Left hand. Now look, these glove liners are ambidextrous. Ambidextrous means you can use it on either hand. I have 2 of them. At least if you lost your hand, somebody might be able to find it before the bear ate it. This is Alabama. We got wild critters out here. See, works. Now you can twist on the throttle. Twist on the throttle. Hit the brake. Front brake. Do not hit the front brake, don't hit the back, because you'll end up butt over tea kettle. So that's some of the gear I use. I didn't get into the thermal, because wear layers. The freezer suit looks like a good deal. I can't show you my rain gear because I actually have it on the bike, and it's raining to beat the band out there. I keep the rain gear in my saddlebags now. As far as coat goes, I wear an old heavy canvas They don't even make this one anymore. I got this one out of the trash. This is an old Duluth coat. That's the one I wear. You usually wear a hoodie and a sweatshirt. That's what I generally wear. For my winter gear, I like some flannel line pants. Wait a minute, I'm back. It's rude to leave you, right? No, my apologies. I wear flannel line pants and by Duluth. But I have seen that there's a Redhead brand out there that, Redhead, that's on Bass Pro Shop's website. They have those on sale. I ain't sponsored by anybody, like I told you, dude. Dude and dudette. I just tell you about the stuff that I use as a rider, and try to pass along some little bit of knowledge and things that work for me, and things that, like I said, things I use is nobody comes to me from no cut corporation. Comes to me and says, hey man, endorse my product and I'll give you a free product if you do. Nope. This is all bought, paid for with my money, all with the exception of these. Now these was given to me as a gift for Christmas a year ago. Gabriel Hall thought enough of me. He's the only boss one of the only bosses I ever had to actually give a flying crap about me. And he sent me riding into work and there was frost all over my motorcycle. He said, man, you're cold out there. He said, I'm gonna get you some gloves for Christmas. So he bought me those a year ago. And each one of them has their own little setting, high, medium, low. And they're all adjustable. And they work good, but don't be expecting a pair of heated gloves to stay on all day, especially if you run them on high. Do not expect them to stay on all day long and stay hot, because they're going to get cold eventually. Now, you may have a windshield or a fairing or a bat wing on your motorcycle, but my bike is nothing but handlebars and headlight. I may be getting in my old age, I may eventually put a windshield on it. I just let the wind beat on me. You can also, an old biker trick, old school biker trick, is stuff your pants and stuff your clothes with a newspaper. I've seen a lot of old hardcore dudes that told me how to do that. Y'all ride on, y'all ride safe. And remember, friends and neighbors, it takes no more effort to tie your shoes to be nice to somebody. I say a prayer for you and your families. May the Lord continue to look after us all. May He continue to guide us and bless us, keep us. May He look after us, look after our families and those we care about. In your sweet, most precious, heavenly, holy name, Lord, I give you the praise, honor, and glory as my Heavenly Father, my Lord and Savior. Amen. I thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate every one of my new subscribers. I'm glad y'all are digging the Skinner stuff. I hope y'all dig this stuff too. There will be some riding videos coming eventually. I got to get the tires put on the bike. This time I'm going through a little financials right now. But we will holler at you later. If I don't see you on this road, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks again for tuning in. I sure do appreciate you. I call every one of you my friends and neighbors, because I do see that y'all are my friends and neighbors. We all got motorcycles in common. We don't have to hate on somebody because they ride a different motorcycle than us. Be all inclusive, not exclusive. And we will see you later, y'all.